there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? In today's football ASMR video, I'm having a quick look at the matches in match day 5 and then 6 of this week's upcoming UEFA Nations League matches, and these are the real business end of the campaign. Lots of relegation and promotion, and possibly qualification into the finals at stake. So let's talk, and I'd like to hear your opinion, so don't forget to send me a message, a comment, to tell me what your predictions are. Okay, here we go. Okay, so lots of different games from all the different groups. Let's look at Group C. I'm just going to go in the order that they presented it to me. I think it's due to kick-off time. So we start off with Kazakhstan against Belarus in Group C. I think Kazakhstan have got enough to get the win here. Probably either 1-0, I think maybe 2-1 could be another possibility. But I think Kazakhstan have got quite a lot of confidence at the moment, and Belarus are trying to rebuild with youngsters, and a new manager, so Kazakhstan for the win. In Group D, or League D, Latvia against Moldova. Moldova have been woeful recently, I think. Latvia will probably get the win here at home. They are always difficult at home, actually. So I think a 1-0 victory for Latvia in this match. Okay, on to one of the big hitters. So France take on Austria in League A, Group 1. At home in Paris, I think they have been slipping up a little bit recently, and Austria are an organised team. I think they'll have too much for them though. Maybe 2-0. I think in the end, 2-0. Okay, League A, Group 4. Obviously one that I'll be watching eagerly. I haven't missed a Wales match in over 10 years, I don't think, and I definitely won't be missing this one. So away to Belgium, very, very difficult game. We won't have Bale, we won't have Ramsey, we won't have Joe Allen, we won't have Ben Davis, and we won't have Harry Wilson. So we've got half of our first team out already, but the rest of the team will have to step up. We still have Ethan Ampadu, Joe Rodon, Nico Williams, Brennan Johnson, Dan James, and Kiefer Moore. So they'll just have to step up and just try and get a draw. If we can get a draw, it puts us in a great position for a home win against Poland, and then we will avoid relegation on the Sunday. So I'm hoping, my heart says 0-0 draw. My head, Belgium at home, 2-0 victory to Belgium. Poland, Netherlands. Again, I have personal interests. I need the Netherlands to win away. They are top of the group, and if we can draw with Belgium and they can win against Poland, they qualify for the finals for the second time in 3 occasions. So they'll be going for it. I think Poland are difficult to beat at home. I think it'll be close. Maybe 2-1 with a late goal for the Netherlands. Okay, moving on to Croatia against Denmark. This is League A, Group 1. Denmark are a really good side. I rate them highly. Croatia at home can beat anyone. I think they might cancel each other out. And because they're both such highly organised teams, it might actually be a bit boring and be a 0-0. So I'm going to go for 0-0, 0-0 for Croatia against Denmark. Okay, League C, Group 3. Slovakia at home to Azerbaijan. I think Azerbaijan don't score many goals. I think if Slovakia can get 1 goal, they'll win it. So 1-0 to Slovakia. Okay, next, Turkey. They changed their name, no longer called Turkey. Turkey, and they are home to Luxembourg. Big merhaba to all my Turkish subscribers. I think you'll find this really easy. This Luxembourg are much better than they were 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But Turkey at home, Turkey at home, this could be 3-0, I think, to be honest with you. Also in League C Group 1, same group, Lithuania, Faroe Islands. I love how plucky the Faroe Islands are, and Lithuania are tough to beat at home. I think it might be a 1-1 draw, 1-1 draw. And then to complete Thursday's matches, League D Group 1, Liechtenstein at home to Andorra. I'm sorry, I think this is going to be a bit of a boring one, 0-0. I don't think either team have got enough quality to score a goal. Okay, on Friday, we've got League C Group 4, Georgia, North Macedonia. Well, this is a really even contest. Both sides are probably at the best they've been maybe ever in their national history. I think I'm really excited by both teams. I think Georgia will come out on top, but it'll be close, and it'll be a 2-1 victory to Georgia at home. Okay, League D Group 2, Estonia, Malta. They're both quite weak teams. I think Estonia will have enough to win 1-0 against Malta. Okay, here we go into the big leagues. League A Group 3, Germany at home to Hungary. Hungary, you just can't bet against them in this group. If this was still the summer, I might be cheeky and say a Hungary victory after what they did to England at Wembley, but this is technically a new football season, and Germany, you always have to be careful when you bet against Germany. They're so consistent, particularly at home. So I think 2-0 victory for Germany at home. But Hungary will take them right up to the 80th minute, I think, before they concede a goal. And then when they concede one, they'll push forward and Germany will hit again on the break. 2-0. This is a really, really interesting one, and loads of my subscribers are from England and from Italy, so I know you're all waiting for me to give my verdict. So League A Group 3 match, Italy at home against England. England were pretty shocking in the summer, and they need a result in the next, well, they need 2 results in order to not be relegated. I think they'll, oh gosh, this is tough. I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1 draw, Italy 1, England 1, and then I'm just completely on the fence. Okay, League B Group 3, Finland, home to Romania. Oh, I'd love to see this Romanian side pick up. They've got potential, but Finland are very organised. I think Finland will win 1-0. League C Group 4, Bulgaria against Gibraltar. Gibraltar have been doing much better recently, haven't they? But can they get a result out in Bulgaria? It could be a 0-0, you know. Gibraltar are way better than they used to be. Who's going to score the goals for Bulgaria? I'm going to be really, I'm going to put my head on the block and say 0-0. Really, that would be an amazing result for Gibraltar. And then League B Group 3, Bosnia and Herzegovina at home to Montenegro. Well, I'd say Montenegro are the better team at the minute, and I think that they might do it, so I think 1-0 to Montenegro, even though it's away in Bosnia and Herzegovina. 1-0 to Montenegro. Okay, so Saturday's games then, to finish off League B Group 1, Armenia at home to Ukraine. This Ukraine team are getting better and better. I think Armenia are inconsistent, even at home. Ukraine to win 2-0. The only thing about Armenia is they've been getting results against people, and you think, wow, they should never be getting that result. And then the next game, they'll lose 5-0. So it's either going to be a 0-0 draw or like 5-0. But I can't predict a 5-0, that's ridiculous. So 2-0, 2-0 to Ukraine. Iceland-Russia has been cancelled. Then you got Northern Ireland against Kosovo. By the way, if I had to choose one between these two teams, I would say Russia to win easily. Easy peasy. I'd say something like 2-0. Okay, Northern Ireland against Kosovo. Northern Ireland are not doing well at the minute. There's some horrible stat that they haven't won a UEFA Nations League match in like 3 years or something. And Kosovo are really good. Way better than they should be with their small population. So, for that reason, I'm sorry, Northern Ireland. I'm going to say 1-0 victory to Kosovo, even though Northern Ireland are at home. I think Kosovo are good enough to get a win. So that's in League C, Group 2. League B, Group 4, Norway against Slovenia. I like Slovenia. I think they've got some individual, really brilliant players, particularly their goalkeeper. However, Norway, I've got this really young side with massive potential, and the scariest striker up front, Haaland, in the Premier League. I was watching Man City's match yesterday, the highlights, and he needs one chance and he'll score. I think he is a match winner for everyone, his team, his country, everyone. He's terrifying. So I'm going to say 2-0 to Norway away from home. League B, Group 1. Ooh, juicy. Scotland against Republic of Ireland. Oh, this is tough. I think Scotland have got the better form at the minute, but Republic of Ireland are getting back into their flow, starting at last to score some goals. I'm going to stick my neck out and say 1-1. 1-1. 1 for Scotland, 1 for Ireland. Okay, League C, Group 2. Cyprus. Oh, there's another one. Cyprus against Greece. This Greek team has not convinced me for some time, but they're starting to get better, so I think they're going to win. I'm going to just be boring and say 1-0. 1-0 to Greece. Spain against Switzerland. Switzerland are so difficult to beat. Even though Spain are at home, they do struggle to score. Maybe Ferran Torres can change that. But I just don't think they've got a world-class striker at the minute. Switzerland, they just play so well against everyone. They're not scared of anyone, no fear. I'm thinking 0-0 out in Spain. Big result for Switzerland. 0-0. Ooh, this one's tough. League A, Group 2. Czech Republic against Portugal. I think this Portugal side are brilliant, but the Czech Republic side are very good and they're at home. I'm going to go for 1-1. I think the Czechs have got enough to get a draw. So 1-1, 1-1. Israel at home to Albania, Group 2 in League B. I think Israel have enough to get a win against an Albania side that's not been playing that well. So I'm going to say 1-0, 1-0. And lastly, it's a tough one. League B, Group 4, Serbia at home to Sweden. I think Serbia have got more. I think they've got individuals in the team like Mitrovic, Milinkovic, Savic, Vlahovic that are absolutely world class at the minute. So I think they'll win, but Sweden are so good in defence. It's not going to be more than 1, so I think 1-0 or maybe 2-1. No, 1-0, 1-0. Serbia 1, Sweden 0. Okay, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Am I crazy? Let me know what results you are predicting in this UEFA Nations League Matchday 5. and I aim to do match day 6 before the weekend. Take it easy, everyone. Take care. See you soon.